If you're someone who watches others connect effortlessly while you often find yourself sidelined and ignored in social situations, this video is tailor-made for you. Many of us believe that our words and actions naturally have a positive impact on our social interactions. However, there are times when, despite our best efforts, we're met with indifference or exclusion, or it feels like we're simply fading into the background. This can be a source of considerable anxiety and frustration, leaving us pondering where we might be missing the mark. But don't worry, you've come to the right place. In this video, we're going to uncover the mysteries behind the 10 things that make people ignore you. By shedding light on these common behaviors and attitudes, we'll provide you with invaluable insights and practical strategies to rise above these issues. So, stay tuned as we uncover the keys to becoming someone others genuinely want. Number 10. You're trying too hard. You know that person who always goes above and beyond to grab everyone's attention? They're like the human equivalent of fireworks at a party, always putting on a show, trying to impress everyone. It's like they have a spotlight on them 24/7. But here's the catch, trying too hard to be the center of attention often has the opposite effect. It's kind of like chasing a butterfly. The more you chase, the further it flies away. Imagine you're at a party and someone is trying to outdo everyone with their stories, jokes, or achievements. It can start to feel a bit overwhelming, like you're in a one-person performance. So, people might start to tune them out, or even avoid them. It's not because they're necessarily bad people, but the intensity of their efforts can come across as inauthentic or exhausting to be around. So, instead of going all out to impress, focus on being yourself. People are naturally drawn to those who are comfortable in their own skin. So relax, be confident, and let your true self shine through. You'll find that people are attracted to the real you even more. Number 9. Self-centered conversations. We all have our own wants and needs, and that's perfectly fine. But when every conversation you engage in somehow turns into a monologue about your life and your priorities, it can put a damper on the interaction. Imagine expecting a lively and dynamic conversation, but finding yourself stuck in a one-person show. This is why constantly making everything about you can be a real buzzkill in social interactions, and it can potentially make people ignore you. So here's the deal. Shift your focus from yourself to others. It's like flipping a switch from me mode to you mode. Show genuine interest in people. Ask them about their day, their interests, and what's been on their mind. And here's the secret sauce. Actually listen to what they have to say. Being a good listener is like having a superpower. It makes people feel valued and appreciated, and that's a big win in the connection department. Number 8. You're disengaged. Ever been in a conversation with someone and it seemed like they'd rather be anywhere else? You know, they're distracted, perhaps scrolling through their phone, daydreaming about their next adventure, or mentally planning their grocery list. It can be frustrating, like a glaring neon sign saying, "I don't care about what you're saying." But here's the thing. When you're disengaged, it's not just about what you're doing, it's also about how it makes the other person feel. It can leave them feeling unimportant, unheard, and even invisible. And over time, this can lead to them ignoring you in return, because, well, who wants to talk to someone who doesn't seem to care? So, to avoid that, be an active participant in the conversation. Respond with genuine interest, share your ideas, and let your body language say, "I'm here and I'm all ears." Number 7. You're extremely negative. Ever been at a party where there's this one guest who's like a black cloud, constantly complaining, criticizing, or just raining on everyone's parade? It's as if the joy of the moment is overshadowed by a gloomy presence, and that's the person no one wants in their life. Yes, no one wants to hang around with someone who's always seeing the glass as half empty. Negativity or pessimism can leave people feeling drained and less enthusiastic, and who would want such a presence ruining their day? So here's the secret to changing the vibe. Try to cultivate a positive mindset. It's like planting a garden of sunflowers instead of thorns. Practice gratitude and remind yourself of the things you truly cherish in life. Number 6. Your body language is repelling them. Communication isn't just about words, it's also about the silent messages your body sends. You know when you're in a room with someone and their crossed arms and furrowed brows scream, "Don't come near me"? Yeah, that's what we're talking about. These negative body language cues can make the other person feel unwelcome, uncomfortable, or even unworthy of your attention. When you cross your arms, it can be interpreted as a defensive stance, and it might convey that you're closed off to their ideas or feelings. An intense or furrowed brow can signal irritation or disagreement, which can create tension in the conversation. And when you physically turn away from someone, it gives the impression that you're disinterested or dismissive. So here's a straightforward tip. Be mindful about your body language. Start by maintaining open and friendly postures. Instead of folding your arms like a fortress, keep them relaxed at your sides. Make eye contact and use gestures that complement your words. Number 5. You don't take responsibility. Newsflash, nobody's perfect. We all mess up from time to time. But if you're the type who can never admit when they're wrong and always points the finger at others, it's a surefire way to damage your relationships. The mature approach is to own up to your mistakes. It's like saying, yeah, I messed up and I'm not going to pretend otherwise. Apologize when necessary. A sincere, I'm sorry, can work wonders. But here's the kicker. Take concrete steps to make amends. It's like saying, I messed up, but I'm committed to making things right. People appreciate those who can acknowledge their errors and strive to be better individuals. Number 4. You're too intense. Enthusiasm is fantastic, but being excessively intense can be a bit overwhelming for others. Imagine being on a roller coaster that never slows down. Eventually, you'd want to get off, right? People might start ignoring you when your intensity reaches a level where it feels like they can't catch their breath in the conversation. They may perceive you as too forceful or even intimidating, making them hesitant to engage with you. It's essential to balance your enthusiasm with an awareness of other people's comfort zone. It's like finding the right speed for the conversational roller coaster so that everyone can enjoy the ride. Number 3. You're judgmental. Being overly judgmental can seriously affect your relationships. Imagine feeling like you're under a microscope with every word and action scrutinized. It's like trying to perform under the harsh glare of stadium lights. If you come across as overly critical or quick to pass judgment, it can make people feel like they're constantly being evaluated or criticized. This feeling of being constantly under scrutiny can lead them to ignore you because it's hard to relax and be yourself when you feel judged all the time. To foster better connections, it's crucial to practice empathy, open-mindedness, and a non-judgmental attitude. It's like replacing those stadium lights with soft, warm, and inviting lighting that allows people to be more comfortable around you. Number 2. You don't have a direction in life. If you're just meandering through life without clear goals or a sense of purpose, it can be challenging for others to relate to you. People are often drawn to those with a strong sense of purpose and direction. It's like following a GPS that keeps saying, recalculating. When you lack direction, it can leave people feeling unsure about your ambitions and where you're headed. This uncertainty might lead them to overlook or ignore you simply because they're looking for connections with a sense of purpose and direction. Having clear goals and a sense of purpose not only helps you find your path in life, but also makes you more appealing to those who are seeking meaningful and purpose-driven connections. Number 1. You're too needy. We all crave validation and reassurance from time to time. It's like needing a warm blanket on a cold winter night, completely natural. But if you're constantly seeking validation and reassurance from others, it can be like expecting them to be your personal validation vending machine. So, a pro tip is to focus on building your self-confidence and self-worth from within. It's like becoming your own cozy blanket, always there to provide comfort. Don't rely on external validation to feel good about yourself. When you're secure in your own skin, you'll naturally become more enjoyable to be around, and others will be drawn to your confidence. If you have made it this far, comment down below with the word 100% to confirm that you have received the knowledge from this video. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.